All right, so we are in day three now of the boot camp. I just want to thank all of you who have made it this far. I know we're only 3 days in; it's not a lot of time, but there's other people who are nowhere near where we are. Everyone probably isn't even watching or doing anything, but we're in day three, and this video is going to be really quick and short. I just want to go over how to spot and find the best offer. Obviously, right now, what is an offer, you may ask? Basically, it's a job, right? It's an opportunity. We just call it offers in creator attender sales. But in this video specifically, I want to go over how to spot and land yourself on a good offer, right? What's going to make you the most money? Because now you have the skill set, but where can we apply the skill set to a good offer? So my face is going to disappear real quick, but it's okay. You're going to hear my voice. I'm going to be right here with you. Don't worry about it. But we're going to go into how to spot a good offer. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the offers you are going to be looking for are going to be on Instagram, right? For the majority, Instagram and YouTube, they're going to be your two direct sources from content to find the best offer. Me personally, I would not look at TikTok and I would not look at Facebook. Twitter, I wouldn't even look at it. To spot a good offer and know what a good offer is, you want to look at Instagram and you want to look at YouTube because these are the most two high converting platforms from leads into actual customers, right? Now, when it comes to spotting a good offer, you don't want to look at their followers, right? Followers don't mean jack shit. There are people with 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, even a million. And there are going to be plenty of times where they're making the same amount of money, if not less or more, right? So understand that followers don't matter. It's all about their views per content, right? But before we get into the views per content, we want to break down the portfolio and the account aesthetic of it because that does play a part in it, obviously, right? So again, we skip the followers. You want to look at the bio and their highlights, and it's the way their account is laid out, right? So for example, my account, right, 1 million done in sales in under 9 months. DM me ready to start. Sales saved my life. Now I'm teaching you how to do the same, right? So from here, obviously, I'm providing people with the sense of learning sales, right? Just off there, but I'm going to give you guys an example. Say, now, let me back up real quick. When it comes to spotting an offer, landing an offer, you can pick and choose what you want to sell and who you want to work for. Whether you want to sell a real estate program, a business program, how to build your credit program, trading, fitness coaching, how to become an actor, model, blow up on TikTok shop, do e-com. There's so many different offers that you could pick and choose from on what you want to sell, right? So say, for example, you want to sell a trading program. We're going to look up trading and we're going to click return. We're going to click on the search bar trading. What do you see out of all these people? What's the one thing that they have in common? They all do trading. They all do trade. That's how they make their money. But deep down inside, what is the one thing they have alike is that they all sell a program teaching people how to trade. So say, for example, you pick one of these persons. Again, this is where you get to pick and choose who you want to work for and who you want to sell for. So say we pick this kid right here. This is a ball trades. We look at his account already off the rip. We could tell it's going to be a good account, right? Followers are good. Again, followers don't mean anything. I keep it as like an add-on. You know what? We could have it. We can't have it. It won't affect us. But if we do have it, great. If we don't, it's okay. But from here is 80K followers, right? And the first thing we see is his bio. What do we see? We see futures traders, one-on-one personal mentoring, bringing traders to 10K a month, apply for mind over market below, and he has his program right here, right? And the reason why that's so crucial is because understand that people who are, if it's their first time clicking on his account, what are they seeing? Where are they being redirected to? They are being redirected to his coaching for trading. And that's where he's bringing in the viewers to become leads and then into sales. And that only means more money for you because now you have more people to close, right? So off the rip, everything is super neat up top when it comes to the bio. Now look at the testimonials or his highlights, right? So when we click on it, what do we have? We have proof of results when it comes into his programming and his teachings and his coachings, right? People are actually getting results. People are winning, and that's what you want to see as a buyer, as a consumer, right? Is my money being worth it? Does he know what he's doing? And he has a ton of proof of his students actually winning. So this is where you have to take, the consumer mindset, right? If you were buying a program to make more money, what would you look for? You would look for results. You would look for proof, testimonials, right? You want that reassurance. You want that certainty. You want that feeling of being protected. And he has that laid out across, even with my story, to be personal. But again, that does not matter if the content is not in check. And the way you want to have the content is you want it to be 10% of whatever his followers are. So keep in mind, he has 80,000 followers. That means each video should be averaging a minimum of 8,000 views per video. And when we look at his videos, we got 10K, 70K, 23K, 38K, 35K, 10K, 11K, 14K. The list goes on and on. He is pulling in more than 10% of his followers for his views, and that is a direct and clear example of what a good offer looks like. Again, right, to spot a good offer, you need to know is, are they bringing an audience? Are people coming in and out? Because again, if there's no one coming in and out, then is it really a good offer? Is it really working? Or is there money being made? And that's what's going to separate a good offer and a bad offer on the content side of things, right? And I also want to show you one more thing too. YouTube. Never forget about YouTube. People always forget about YouTube, but when you look at this YouTube, because again, IG and YouTube convert the best. TikTok and Facebook and Twitter, don't worry about it. Don't stress it. If it's there, if they're popular on it, that's only a good thing, right? But don't worry about that. You want to worry about their YouTube and their Instagram. When we look at his YouTube and Instagram, right, what do we see? A good audience, right? When you look at his views, 10%, 7K, 5K, 4K, 8K, right? Basically just nurturing and warming up his leads, because throughout his content, he's only making your life as a closer easier, right? He's making the person you're speaking to feel more invited and welcomed in to actually close, right? So this is why it's important to make sure the content that you have being posted on your offer is good, valuable content, because this is going to break or make a lot of your deals. A lot of your deals, right? The reason why I was so successful, honestly, is because I worked with somebody great. Now, I'm not giving all credit to him. Obviously, there had to be some things in check, right? I had the sales system locked in place. I knew sales from A to Z, right? Before I hopped on his team, I think we were doing it from 50, 60K. When I hopped on board, our highest month was 150K, and we averaged out 125K plus every single month since I got on board. And I was the first person he's ever hired. And the only thing I implemented was my sales strategies, but he had the content in place, locked down. People were being informed, valuable information, and they were being nurtured along the way, which is the reason why I had made a lot of money selling a fitness program, right? And keep in mind, obviously, right, this isn't going to be the only source of finding out what's a good offer and what's not. But from the broad perspective of being on the outer side of stuff, this is what you want to look for to spot a good offer. Now, the other side of it is how to spot a good offer is being inside and seeing what they provide, right? What are they actually providing to customers? Because let's put it this way. This toothbrush is 4K, right? Say toothbrush. This toothbrush is 4K. Would you buy this? You're probably saying no. What if I said, yo, this toothbrush is 4K, but every time you brush your teeth, it gave you $50 and it whined your teeth? Would you buy it then? Probably, right? Because it's not that the 4K was expensive. It's like, I'm not going to spend 4K on a toothbrush, but if it's going to give me something in return, it's worth my investment, right? So seeing what they provide, what they offer is a necessity. It's a necessity because, again, if you feel like, well, again, it's not always about what you feel like, but if you think what they're offering isn't worth its money or it's not enough, it could be a sign of bad offer. But again, keep in mind, wherever you're going to be working, there's always going to be proof of track records, frameworks for you to use. There's always going to be proof for you to have to ensure that you are getting on a good offer, just so that way you're not getting into anything blind. But yeah, that's simply it. How to find and spot a good offer before you could start applying your skill set to making money. I want to thank you guys again. I'm going to keep thanking you out. I'm going to keep thanking you throughout the entire boot camp, because again, I do appreciate everyone who is showing up, who is taking the time, who is, wanting to be here, because again, I mean, you're only going to get better based off what you do and how you do it, right? I can only feed you guys so much information, but you guys are the ones who are showing up, taking time, taking notes, and applying yourself every single day. And I just can't wait till it's 30-second video and we're ending it off and everyone's, showing off their results or progress in the comment section. I pray for that day and I pray for all your success. May God bless you. Just know God loves you. and I'll see you guys on day 4.